back, everybody, to WTL. Where's the line? Nebraska's first and only sports betting show. I'm your host, Ian D. Classen, joined by
JaBron.
Oh, the Parlay Pounder.
You got it. We're back.
We are, and we're not alone.
Yeah.
Back in the fold. The J.O.
Oh, it's good to be here. It's good to be here. That intro came from the gut. I didn't feel that.
You like that?
That was
Really
awesome.
deep in there.
Jeremy Odem from Omaha, Nebraska.
Yeah, thank you.
And you, my friend, you got things cooking. You are a top trending comedy podcast,
Yes.
right?
People are finding us. Yeah.
Yeah.
Laugh With Me podcast. People are finding us on Apple. We are landing every single week now in the top echelon on iTunes. It's something special.
You're trending here in the States. You're trending overseas. You're everywhere. But no funny business here, funny man.
No, this is all serious.
Yeah, this is all serious stuff because we are talking
money.
big money here. The Charles Schwab PGA.
Yeah.
We talked a little bit last week. Do you have any initial thoughts, takeaways from last week? Zolly did really good for us.
Xander, yep.
Yeah,
Xander Schauffele.
Got that monkey off his back.
You know, Scotty, they had to throw him in jail to keep him out of the winner's circle, obviously.
He still
played a very...
really,
once I saw
Sunday.
him get handcuffed, I was just like, he's winning this thing for sure.
Yeah.
And they rushed him back and all that kind of stuff. They did have to put him in cuffs.
He had to argue with the judge. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. He was arguing.
It's absolutely nuts. A part of me does feel like he's going to come back with a vengeance for this tournament, but
He's your favorite.
A couple real big guys that are right behind him are Colin Morikawa and Max Homa that I think have a really good chance of taking this tournament down. So those are my opening thoughts on it.
Well, Morikawa, a lot of chatter, but he's at a plus 1,400.
Yeah.
A Homa plus 2,200 plus 2,000.
Yeah.
That's kind of tough to get behind. It's fun to put $5 on, $10 on.
No doubt about it.
I do like that. And Scheffler, last time I looked, he was at plus 285. I'm looking at a line right now at plus 300. Jeremy, what are you looking at here?
You know, it's funny. Scheffler played like a guy who just needed to get out of jail and just enjoy the weather.
Oh,
You know, he didn't have that killer instinct necessarily on the golf course this last weekend, but he's my favorite to win it. But I really, really like Jordan Spieth this week.
There you go.
He actually plays this tournament really, really well. This is home. He's going to sleep in his childhood bed all week. Friends and family and fans are going to be in the stands there watching. He has won this tournament. He's been runner-up 3 times, and 9 times he's placed in the top 14. He's a plus 2,200. I like the value. Yeah. I think he's going to compete. I really like Spieth.
It does feel like one of these guys at plus 2,200 plus 2,000 is going to take it down. I know Scheffler is your favorite, but you got to think some of that is still lingering. And also that Sunday, that was unreal that he ended up in a top 10. Yeah. And he wasn't even in the conversation.
For sure.
And he somehow turned it on. So I feel kind of weird trying to fade Scheffler here when there's nothing to really back that.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Other than it's just the huge field. I'm just going field.
No doubt. No doubt. No, I like what you said about Jordan Spieth. A lot of people are jumping on this head-to-head bet, Jordan Spieth over Colin Morikawa, just because Spieth is great at this golf course and Morikawa is due for an emotional letdown after a lot of great golf lately. So the underdog value is there for Spieth, which I really like as well. So I like the point that Jeremy just brought up there.
All right, well, do we got any sleepers that we want to talk about a little bit? There's some big names way down the list here.
My first one, my long shot bet here, Andy, is at a plus 5,000 right now, is Billy Horschel. Sneaky great week last week, weekend at PGA, which, adds to a sneaky good season for Horschel overall.
Okay.
If Colonial plays hard like it did last year, I like this pick a little less, but if it's easier with less winds and softer greens, I think Billy really has a good chance at it. So that's going to be one of my $5 to $10 bets that I throw some money on is Billy Horschel. I think he can play well here, and he's just in a sneaky good groove right now. So that's one of my long shots.
Yeah, nothing to get too wild about. Jeremy, are you looking at any long shots, any sleepers here?
Why not the defending champion? Why not? I'm going to fumble his name. Liano Grillo. Oh, yep. 175 to 1 odds. Why not the guy who did it just last year?
Why not?
Why not throw something at it? I like him.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's definitely a long shot, but it's definitely not as crazy of a thing that we've seen just because he has won the tournament.
Yeah.
And it was just last year. So, I like that as well.
What if I go ultimate boring and just say a name like Justin Rose?
Yes, Justin Rose.
A guy
awesome.
that's just always consistent.
I fell asleep, by the way.
Right? Yeah. His interviews are even boring. It's like a guy just ran over somebody. He's being carted off of jail. Well, we just got to focus on our greens. Can't get too far out there. This guy is insane. But, it also speaks to how he doesn't get too high. He doesn't get too low. And he always just is around. And here he is at a plus 5,500.
Yeah.
Coming off another good weekend.
Yeah.
He didn't implode or explode or anything like that. I just kind of I like the sprinkle here on Justin Rose.
For sure. Justin Rose, awesome pick, Andy. Victory back in 2017 here.
There we go. I like
Added
that.
3 top 20s since then. He's coming off a top 6 finish at Valhalla.
There we go.
And game's clearly informed. So definitely, I love Justin Rose. He just took one of my long shots, but I'm going to let it slide. So, no, Billy Horschel, Justin Rose, those are my 2 long shots. I think very good value plays there with the $5 to $10 bets with their winning this thing. So.
All right.
Yes.
Anywhere else? You going to get off the rails here, or you got your long shot? You got your long shot?
That's my long shot. That's a guy who he's not going to win it, but he's done.
Yeah.
You never know.
I'll take it.
He's done it.
Why not?
You don't know.
Why not?
All righty, Mr. Parlay Pounder. Do you got a couple parlays you want to try to string together here?
Well, I got a couple I have a parlay for you at the end, Andy. I got a couple locks, I believe, that are just going to smack. Golf locks. I got Tony Finau, top 10 finish, is at a plus 250 right now. I saw enough out of Finau last week at PGA just to go back to that well and keep betting on him, especially on a course where he has a pair of top 5s and 4 top 20s since 2015.
He's got your 5th best odds right now going in.
Exactly.
So.
I think a top 10 finish for him is definitely in question, is definitely a lock. My other top 10 lock is Max Homa. Homa finished inside the top 10 at Colonial a year ago, and I think he will do the same. In fact, I think he has a good chance to snatch a victory here, like I alluded to earlier. Another player who has, had a really good season, and the form is trending right now for Max Homa to win a tournament. This could be it.
Could be.
That top 10 finish at plus 200, I just believe is a very, very good value bet. And probably going to hit. So those are my 2 locks. One lock that I don't feel as good about, Andy.
Like a half lock?
Like a half lock.
It's like one of those padlocks you can't quite get shut? Okay.
It is Brian Harman. He's at a plus 320 to finish top 10, so you can see the odds kind of expanding there. Our key stat last week was driving. The closer you got to the green, the less important the stats were. Colonial is the opposite. So Harman's game is get closer and get to the green. So I like his gameplay a lot better at this golf course.
Harman's one of about 5 or 6, well, actually 7 or 8 guys that's right there at about plus 5,000.
Exactly.
So he's just right there in the pack.
No doubt.
That's about as lock as Scheffler's jail cell that morning.
Yeah.
That's
clink.
Clink.
Is this a photo op, or are you actually in trouble?
I'm getting one of those shirts for sure.
I follow a burner account. Who's the villain on Happy Gilmore? Shooter.
Shooter McGavin.
Yeah, he goes, well, welcome to the club.
Yeah, welcome to the club. I love the meme with him. It looks like Tiger's, giving him a high five. Welcome to the club. That's awesome.
Yeah, there
Picking
we
him
go.
up from jail, head to the major.
They're boys now. They've served time.
It's really good.
He always wanted to be on Tiger's level, but not like it. You're not supposed to
some
get
street cred, dude.
Yeah.
Scotty's, he's getting that street cred. Love to see it.
Touching all the bases. He is on fire, and he is your favorite right now. Plus 285, plus 300, depending on where you're looking. All right. Now, you're going to give us that parlay?
I will, yeah.
There we
it's
go.
just a 2-teamer. I got Colin Morikawa and Max Homa to finish top 5, Andy. So this is kind of a little out there, but it's at a plus 2,000, which is very good odds for 2 people that I think can win this tournament. So top 5 finish for both Colin Morikawa, Max Homa, plus 2,000. Putting $25 on this, Andy, not a lot of money, to win $525. I think is great value for 2 guys that are playing very, very good golf right now.
I like that on the front that you're picking 2 of the top 4.
Yeah.
2 of the top 4 best odds here to finish. So
no
you're
doubt.
really not getting too far one way or the other here.
No, these are guys that are supposed to be there and should be there. 2 players that are playing very, very good golf. Obviously, to finish in the top 5 is a very hard thing to do. That's why you got the plus 2,000 value. But just putting $25 on this, and it has a return of $500 on the backside.
Bingo.
So I think it's a very good parlay. It's going to be fun to watch. Can't wait.
Jeremy, how do you measure that up?
I love it.
There you go.
Let's go. Follow that one for sure.
You got the JO to sign off on it.
Let's go.
Well, let's take a minute to recognize one of our fabulous partners, and that is the Nebraska Brewing Company. World class in every glass. And we got what is this? The Pickle Punch?
It is just the pickle fight.
It's the Pickle Fight.
And it is a pickle punch to your throat.
That's the tag. I was reading the tagline. It's the Pickle Fight.
Yes.
And it's delicious.
It is the best beer. It's my favorite beer from Nebraska Brewing Company. Best Bloody Mary beer in the game.
Right. Yep.
It is a pickle punch to your throat. Gotta love it.
That's why it's always sold out.
It is.
Like I had to go to the actual brewery to pick this up to get it to the studio.
You're not getting it at a gas station because it is already gone.
It's already gone. World class in every glass. The Nebraska Brewing Company. Don't go anywhere. This is WTL.